it going, everybody? This is Darrin with GuitarControl.com bringing you this video lesson, and today I've got 3 cool easy riffs for you from Boston. Right now Guitar Control has a free ebook, 30 powerful and useful open chords. It's free to download. There's a link down in the description. So be sure to click on the link in the description for the tabs, and let's get close up and take a look at these. Alright, so the first one we're going to look at is More Than a Feeling. So for this one here, we just have a regular old D chord here. So we're going to start this. We're going to play the D string to the B string, 1 and then for the downbeat of 2, we hit the G string, 1 and 2, and then on the downbeat, on the and of 2. We're going to take our pinky and we're going to put it down onto the 3rd fret of the high E, keep everything else the same. So this is D suspended 4. And we're going to hit this on the and of 2, but it's a quarter note, so it's tied to the downbeat of 3. And then on the and of 3, we just take our pinky off and we go back. So now we're back on the 2nd fret. And then the downbeat of 4 is the B string. And then the and of 4 is the G string, but you want to take your first finger off so it's open. Alright, so that's the first measure. And then for the second measure, we go to a C add 9. So just leave your 3rd finger where it is here on the 3rd fret of the B string. And we're just going to bring our 2nd finger up, so we're picking up the 3rd fret of the A string, and we're going to play this is all 8th notes. So A string for 1, and then the and of 1 is the G string. The downbeat of 2 is the B string. And then for the and of 2, we're going to move the note on the A string from the 3rd fret to the 2nd fret. So just take your 2nd finger off and use your 1st finger. But again, you're going to keep your 3rd finger here on the 3rd fret of the B string. Same timing. A, G, B. And then we're going to put our middle finger down on the 3rd fret of the low E and hit the low E string on the downbeat of 4, and then the B string on the and of 4. And that's it. Alright, next we're going to look at Peace of Mind. So we start off, we've got a C sharp minor bar chord. So I'm just barring my 1st finger across the first 5 strings of the 4th fret. 2nd finger is on the 5th fret of the B string. 3rd finger is on the 6th fret of the D string, and 4th finger is on the 6th fret of the G string. And the timing on this is cool. It's a little unusual. It's got this kind of cool swing to it. So we hit the C sharp minor is a quarter note for the downbeat of 1. And then on the downbeat of 2, we just release the pressure and just hit the strings so you get that percussive sound. So it's 1, 2, and 3, and. So we come to a major bar chord. So now I'm just barring my 1st finger all the way across all 6 strings at the 5th fret. 2nd finger is on the 6th fret of the G string. 3rd finger is on the 7th fret of the A string, and 4th finger is on the 7th fret of the D string. So if you take the shape that we did here, you basically just move it all down 1 string and up a fret. So 1, 2, and 3, and. And then for beat 4, we're just going to release the pressure here. So it's that muted sound. Now it's 16th notes, 4, E, and so it's going to be 4 strums, down, up, down, up. Like that. Then, for measure 2, we're going to go to a E major bar chord. So, third finger is barring the 9th fret of the D, G, and B string, and your first finger is just picking up the 7th fret of the A string. And for this, it's 1, 2, and then on the end of 2, we're going to go to a B major bar chord. So if we just take the shape we did for A and just move it up a whole step. So now you're barring at the 7th fret, and your second finger's on the 8th fret of the G string, and your third finger's on the 9th fret of the A, fourth finger's on the 9th fret of the D. And we hit that on the end of 2, and that rings, it's a dotted 8th note. So this is where it gets kind of weird to count. So it's like, and 3, E, and 4, and on the and of 4 you release the pressure again. Alright, so the last one we're going to look at is Don't Look Back. This is probably the most difficult one out of these. Well, if you're a beginner, the bar chords in the last one probably are pretty challenging, but this one here, mostly it's the mute to not get it to sound like harmonics, and I'll explain here in just a second. So we start off, we're going to take our first finger, we're going to bar it at the 14th fret across the D, G, and B string. And we're playing the A string open. So we're going to hit this, and then we're going to do a hammer-on to the 15th fret on the B string with our second finger. And then we're going to strum that with still with our finger down twice, then take our middle finger off, then we have the same quick 16th note thing like we had on the last song. So that's the first measure. Then we come down here to the 7th fret. We're just going to bar our first finger across the 7th fret of the D, G, and B string. A string is open, and this is a quarter note, so it's like 1, and then on the downbeat of 2, a mute, and then we move it up, just scoot that shape up to the 9th fret, and we hit that, and then we hit it again, and do a hammer onto the 10th fret, and back to 9, and then the open A string, and then it just starts over again. Alright, so what I was talking about earlier with the harmonic thing, it's like normally I would just try to do with the one finger. But you have those harmonics right there and it sounds weird, so I just take my other fingers here and just lay them on there so I don't get so much of those harmonic tones as just the muted sound. Alright, so there you have it. 3 not too terribly difficult to play riffs from Boston. So if you like this lesson, be sure to give me a thumbs up and leave a comment down below if you have any questions about this or other guitar-related topics. If you've not already done so, please subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of the content that we upload throughout the week. Well, that is all I have for you today. Thanks for watching and have a great day.